Hi Virgo, welcome to your December 2020 Taroscope with me, Raphael, from Radiant Reality. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So, can you believe it is December already? Wow, here we go. Here we come to the end of a monumental year. So I just want to say a massive heartfelt thank you so much for everything that you guys have helped turn Radiant Reality into this year. I'm just gobsmacked at how it's grown, how it's changed, how it's shifted, how I've changed and shifted. It's just been amazing and immense, and I'm truly grateful for everything that you guys have helped make it into. I just want to say as well, if you are celebrating over the holiday season, happy holidays to you. Happy Christmas, happy Yule, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. I send you so much love at this time. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what December 2020 has in store for you. All right, for your actions and interactions with the world at large. This month you get the Justice card, right? So you are ready to sign on the dotted line. You're ready to move ahead with something. I kind of feel like there's a decision that you guys have been deliberating on for long enough, and I kind of feel like now this is about you saying, right, I'm going for it, I'm ready for it. Remember, the Justice card can sometimes be where you're waiting for a decision or where you're waiting to hear something, and I kind of, because this is your actions and interactions with the world, this feels for me like you're ready to move ahead with something. So whatever you've had sort of waiting in the wings, or you know, ready to be prepared, or something that you've been working on, this is the month where you say, yes, you know what, I'm going ahead with it. I've made my decision, I've done the deliberating, and now it's time to do this. Now it's time to go ahead with this. And I love it, right? With the Justice card, you can, I mean, it's obviously it can go either way, but you can never really go wrong, because it means that whatever you've done it in the right way. For your money and materials, you have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so not a great card, bit of a challenge here, but what I kind of feel like this represents for you is whatever your you know, your contract is that you're signing, whatever it is that you're going ahead with, you're having, you know, it's going to cost you money basically. And I feel like this is why you have the Eight of Swords. So whatever you're putting your finances or your funds into over the course of December, it is a long-term commitment. It is something that's going to take your time, your energy and your resources. It's taking your money at the moment. So this month maybe you're taking a bit of a financial hit, but it means that whatever you're doing is for the long term. All right, so don't see it and kind of think like, oh my gosh, like, you know. So, and not only that, this is, you know, it's holiday season, we all overindulge at this time of year. So and I've said that to all of the signs, just because it's true, right? For your physical health and vitality, this would be a month where you probably want to focus more on you know, this would be like it could be like your kidneys, your lower back, especially if you're prone to cold. Now, I'm not a doctor or medical professional, I can't give you, you know, that kind of thing, but I mean, especially if you're in the northern, obviously, like this would be a time to definitely wrap up and just, you know, look after yourself and your endurance in that regard. For those of when it comes to your home and environment, Eight of Swords, I'm sorry to say, but it looks like a lot of Virgos are probably going to be, now we here in the UK are in lockdown at the moment until the 2nd of December. I'm not sure how long, well, I'm not sure if we'll be coming out of that. I truly hope that we are, because at the moment I have no gym and I'm dying without it. Not that you'd probably notice, but hey ho. It takes time, don't judge me. So it kind of looks like you it may not necessarily be that you're in lockdown, it just might be that you're, you know, like I know here we have restrictions on how many people that you can have as a gathering, so it might be something like that. I have so much to say on that front, and you know, I just kind of know if I go off, it's just going to be like a long tirade, so I'm going to try not to. For your communications and conversations, you have the Knight of Pentacles. This is great because it suggests in a lot of ways, this is not only communications with people that are at a distance, it does look like you're planning or coordinating a planning or coordinating a commute of some sort, so maybe a get together or a gathering. It also looks like when it comes to your communications as well, this month a lot of you are putting either a long-standing plan into motion, or you are embarking on a journey that is going to take you quite a while to complete. And what I like about this for a lot of you, your Knight of Pentacles is a very slow, steady energy. So it kind of suggests that whatever you're doing, it's a slow build. So if you do something, or if you put all this money into this project and then it suddenly doesn't start to give you the returns that you hope, don't freak out. Like literally, your Knight of Pentacles says that whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to be like a, you know, play the long game. It's going to be, as Kelly Rosano always says, think of it as a marathon, not a sprint, and you'll get so much more out of it. And also, one thing that I will say to you as well, some really good insights or information may come from or through young people this month. So maybe teenagers, people that are in like their early 20s. It's going to be those people this month that give you information that ends up really being pertinent to you. And then finally, for your love and relations, you have the Five of Pentacles. So it's not an easy card, but again, don't freak out. What I will say to you is this. For those of you that are partnered or in relationships, the Five of Pentacles does suggest that your partner could be having a dip to the finances, or this would be a month for you to look out for them. You know, slips, trips, falls, bumps, bruises, knocks, scrapes, all of that sort of stuff. Touch wood, and I hope that I'm wrong, but it does come up with the Knight of Pentacles, especially if you're in the northern, and especially if you're in, you know, places where it does get really cold. Just be careful. You know, this is, you know, that all of that stupid crap that happens. You hit a patch of ice, and before you know it, that happened to me. I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago, until I shat a brick. Not literally, but you know, it was really a scary moment. And you know, nothing happened. It wasn't anything big, but it does really kind of shake you up. So just something for you to be aware of. For those of you that are single, if you are seeing somebody or connecting with somebody, I would just be cautious around your money or your finances. You know, just, yeah, I think that's as much as I will say. Let's have a look at your weeks of the month to clarify on this. For your first week of the month, you get the Devil card. All right, so underneath the Justice card, that to me really does suggest that whatever it is that you're doing, this is going to be something that holds you for a long time. It's going to be something that's going to take a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, a lot of your resources. If you are signing a contract here as well, the Devil card suggests that you want to look at the fine print just to make sure that you're getting what you need, or that I don't know, let's say you were renting a house. Like, let's say you were renting a house to somebody. Put a break clause in the contract so that if they don't pay their rent, you can get them out. Or if they, I don't know, do something. I'm using this as an example because I was watching a program yesterday, and that's the first thing that came to mind when I see this. So if something is out of the contract, or it's not doing what it says on the tin, or maybe it's doing something that, you know, you hadn't agreed, put something into that so that you can get out of it, you know, if or when you decide you want to. For your second week of the month, and remember as well, the Devil card, it's holiday season, we're all going to overindulge, and it kind of suggests, look, because you've got two cards here, the Justice card is Libra, so kidneys again, and you know, like that cold feeling that you get there, I have that really bad, but you know, like that kind of thing. And then you've got the Eight of Swords, which physical body wise would represent again that kind of area. So if you are drinking over this month, just try to, you know, remember, especially those of you that are like older like me, we're not 20 anymore, right? You know, everything slows down. So just be aware. For your second week of the month, you have the Judgment card. This tells me that whatever this thing that you're sinking this money into, it's a big change for you. It's a big move. It's a big change. It's maybe like even a new direction or a new avenue. It's the Judgment card. This is a big decision, but it's the right decision. Like I said, it may just be something that moves very slowly, but you've made the right choice. For your third week of the month, you have the Empress. I love this. Love it, right? So remember what I said, slow burn, slow build. Just keep holding that thought in your mind, and I think you'll be all right. Now, in terms of communications as well, the young people that I mentioned, very likely to be young women or a young woman, or maybe even an effeminate young man. This could be as well. And it's interesting because I kind of feel whatever you're doing is really great anyway, but I kind of get this feeling that there's going to be something else that comes in as well, and you're going to be deliberating over it, like, oh, you know, I've just spent all this money on this and now this has come up, and it's almost like you feel drawn to do that as well. If that's the case, if you check it, and you know, you guys are Virgo, so I know you'll check it properly. But if you've checked into it and you think, actually, you know what, this is solid, like it looks like a good idea, it looks like a good plan, my advice to you would be to go for it, especially with the Empress, because whatever seeds you plant and sow here, as the sun comes into Capricorn, third week of December, you know, it's going to be under the energy of that great conjunction as well, which on 21st of December, which is, you know, brilliant. Whatever seed you sow at that moment, don't expect to see it right away and it's going to be instant money or anything like that, but do expect it to go big and to go hard. I love this. I really, really do. Pay attention to the information that comes to light around that moment, because it's going to be really, really important for you. For your love and relations, you have the Hangman. All right, so yeah, just with partners, just be sure, you know, to put salt in the car. Not salt in the car. But do you know what I mean? Like if you get stuck by the road, like just make sure that you've got everything that you need in the car in case it breaks down, or just anything like that to be cautious of. Now, with the Hangman as well, remember this is a card sometimes of self-sacrifice, and it comes right underneath the Five of Pentacles. So there might be something that your partner needs assistance with this month, where you're going to have to come in, you know, come through for them. And this is like literally the fourth week of the month. So just before we get into the new year, do not worry about any of the challenges that come up over the course of this month, because you won't be carrying them into the new year. And more importantly, your next year actually looks very bright. If you haven't seen it, check out your 2021 video. And if you haven't seen it, also check out your 2021 life path video. So those are up and at 'em. With that said, let's see what your key to the month is as we're wrapping up this year. You get dun, 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 dun. Okay, so you got the Ten of Swords, right? So I will say this to you, this is going to be the month that brings an end to all of your challenges. Some of these might be a little bit more intense than others. This is going to be a month that literally puts that boom, right? That final finishing touch on something. This is where it kind of ends or comes to a completion. And this, yeah, I think in a lot of ways, this would be a moment for you to really consider what you want to close down this year, what you want to end, what you want to complete. And the reason you're doing this is because, like I said, next year is going to be a very different energy for everybody, but especially for you. So think about it. Take time, you know, maybe write these down on a piece of paper and burn them in your cauldron if you have one. Otherwise, the saucepan works. You know, like this is a really good time to do that, actually, especially for you guys, especially with these cards. So yes, it looks like a bit of a heavier month for you guys, I'm sorry to say, but all in all, I think like I said, whatever seeds you sow this month, whatever moves you make, the distance, the rewards that you're hoping for will come. They will just come over time, and they'll be all the sweeter for waiting. Now, before I go, I wanted to say again, thank you so much for everything, but also we're all going to be a lot more grateful this year, I think, than we ever have been for the holiday season and for everything that we have. Stay in that gratitude energy. You have no idea how powerful it is. It really, really is. And more importantly, by staying in that field and you know, asking yourself, what has this year brought you? What has been great about this year? How has it grown you? How has it you know, how has it changed your life, you know, for the better? What are the amazing things that came out of this year that if it hadn't been the year that it was, that you wouldn't have ever experienced? That is the place to be over the course of this month, right? With that said, as always, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Like I said, a happy holidays, happy Christmas, Yule, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. I send you so much love from my heart to yours. Thank you. Have an amazing new year. Take care, and I will see you soon.